They do have to worry about squishy heroes like the Shadow Shaman and the Zeus towards the early game, though. Last pick, they are running out of time. 10 seconds left with almost no reserve time. It's getting down to the wire. Terran, who are they going to snap up?
Earth Spirit.
It's going to be an Earth Spirit. Oh my goodness, talk about control. Have remnants rolling everywhere, some magnetizing, causing some damage all over the map. Alright, this is going to be certainly an interesting game. I am not a typical SEA caster. I know very little of the teams. I usually stay more in the South American region, so I am sure I'm going to mispronounce everything. If anyone wants to correct me or give me any feedback, just tweet at Android, ANNEEDROID. I will do my best to check in on that and respond. So thank you everyone for watching. I am Android, casting on behalf of Moonduck. We are being powered by PGL, that is the Pro Gaming League. So show them a little support if you feel like it. And this is going to be awesome game. Mineski already played a series tonight. I did not catch the results of that. I was unfortunately AFK, otherwise I would have brought you that game as well. And yeah, so this is Mineski's second series of the night. We're in a best of 2 now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the teams. On the Dire side, we have Tearing. It looks like Ben going to be playing the anti-mage. Yamate is going to be on that mid-Zeus. Ice on the Tusk. Ling on the Shadow Shaman, and TPing into the mid is going to be 3-4-3 on the Earth Spirit. Here on the Radiant side, we are going to have Jules on the Vengeful Spirit, all clustered up here. We're going to have Jesse Vash on the Bane. On this little blue guy here, we're going to have Raging Potato on the Queen of Pain, and Ryor, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that, but let me know if you want to, on the Drow Ranger. There's going to be a 5-man rotation. Oh, how could I forget bottom lane? It looks like we're going to have Cuckoo on the Nature's Prophet. Could be an early rune contest here. Is 3-4-3 trying to block these ancients or whatnot. Going in for the rune. Gonna get surrounded on both sides by Radiant heroes. He has to be very careful here. Queen of Pain has not leveled anything just yet. She could go for a Shadow Strike if she wants to. Blink for some more mobility. Looks like Pain going in, also having nothing leveled. Venge not deciding to spend that point either, so all teams keeping a flexible thing. There could be a top rune contest, but down bottom looks pretty secured for the Dyers. Yamate going in, gonna be killing off this treant right there, making sure there's no vision of the rest of their team. Alright, horn's gonna sound. We've got 5 seconds to rune, and let's see how it's going down. Most likely Radiant snapping up top, Dire snapping up bottom, so rune's going either way.
Worthy tribute.
Alright, wards plunked down all over the place. This mid matchup is going to be very nice. It's going to be a Zeus versus a Queen of Pain. Zeus has to be very careful there. If he takes one too many Shadow Strikes to the face, he is not going to be living for long. This guy, he is super squishy, having only 579 starting hit points. Only one shared tango as well, so gotta be careful. He is bringing in a bottle on the courier, giving himself some more regen. In this top lane, we're going to have a tri-lane with the Venge, Bane, and Drow on this farming thing, hopefully giving Anti-Mage a tough time. Venge is going to be going more of that support build, having some nice regen, as well as a Smoke and Deceit if the Radiant want to plan anything a little bit cheeky. Down bottom, there's going to be an initiation here, as it looks like Cuckoo going to take some damage. Ice Shards just off the mark, and now it looks like in Nature's Call, getting some treants here. Tusk getting a little bit low, has plenty of regen as well as a Stout Shield, so he'll be a-okay for now. Here in the top, Anti-Mage taking some damage. And just trying to keep him back, trying to keep him from farming. Doing a good job right now. He's 0-0 in terms of last hits. It's only been a wave or two, but still, Anti-Mage, he's got to be up in that XP range. He's got to be getting last hits, or he is just going to starve towards the mid-game. Here in bottom, Ice just taking some nice harass from Nature's Prophet. That right-click, boy, he has got some stats, having 3 circlets to his name. Oh well, what are you going to do with that? Earth Spirit having a fun time here, does end up leveling that rolling boulder for some nice mobility. Ice Shard's going to go in, trying to last hit with that Tusk. Looks like it's not working out too hot, as he has 1 last hit and no denies. Here in the top lane, Drow doing fantastic, having 6 last hits and only 2 creep waves, so not perfect, certainly close. And now, this could be big here. There's going to be a shackle here onto the Vengeful Spirit. Looks like Zeus coming in, wants some damage. 1 more last hit will do it. Can they get it? Looks like Yamate will secure first blood. Going in, filling up his bottle with the bounty rune. Fantastic start for the Zeus in lane. Well, down bottom, it looks like Nature's Prophet has secured himself an illusion rune if he wants to use it, bringing some Nature's Prophet buddies in. Gonna send an illusion mid, probably just scouting for some vision. Looks like Courier's gonna be going in. Can we catch anything funny here? No, it's just gonna be 2 pairs of shoes on the Courier. Looks like he is gonna be the warehouse. Oh, in this bottom lane, getting very, very low. But no kills will be secured as there's not a whole lot of lockdown here. Alright, Cuckoo, we get it. You're gonna teleport, and you are finally out. You are going to head towards this mid lane here. What are you doing, buddy? Alright, Nature's Prophet getting a little funny. Spending that TP to get back to base safely. Solid strategy. Guess he was waiting on the Courier to come in, but no, Yamate outdid him. Put the Courier up under the tier 2 tower. Probably scouting out, knowing that Nature's Prophet, he's there and he's angry and he's all over the map. Ice here, gonna be doing some good work, trying to secure himself some last hits that he missed towards the early part of the game when Nature's Prophet was making his life hell. It's like the last hit leader, however, is gonna be this Queen of Pain in the mid lane, having 18 last hits compared to Yamate's only 9, so big farming lady, definitely getting herself some stuff, having the boots of speed ready to go in her stash whenever she'd like them. Now it looks like Yamate going in, getting angry there, spamming out that lightning bolt, making sure Queen of Pain not feeling too secure. Her bottle's empty, she only has a fairy fire for regen, so she's got to be a little bit careful here. As Zeus, once he gets that level 6, he'll be a mean little man. Sitting at only level 4 right now, though. Here in the bottom lane, it looks like Cuckoo could be in some trouble. Ice going in, no snowball, no ice shards. Both have already been committed. Nature's Prophet, he is aggressive, though, going back in to try to secure some more harass. Here in this top, Anti-Mage still having kind of a tough time. 6 last hits for this guy, and not really able to get in lane the way he'd like to. Only having a Stout Shield, has 700 gold, but man, I don't know what he's gonna do with that. Probably get himself some shoes or a quelling blade or something fancy like that. Like Raging Potato still comfortably sitting in the mid lane. Arcane Rune on the Queen of Pain. Well, that's a nice one to see. Down bottom, we're gonna have a TP out by the Nature's Prophet. Gonna go back to base, fill himself up with some HP and see what's happening. There's gonna be a triple rotation in for the Dire. Now it looks like they're committing 3 heroes here. I hope Raging Potato trying to initiate here. Looks like Nature's Prophet. No, not going to be coming in. Here in the top, that's where he's TPing. Is this going to be a nice early push on the top tower?
Top
looks like it here as there's 4 Radiant heroes committed, leaving only the Queen of Pain mid. They can get this tower that opens up the Dire jungle for Mineski, and that'll be super helpful when it comes to farming and also just making Anti-Mage's life hell, because, man, Mineski, they can't take this late knowing that there's an Anti-Mage in the game getting farm, and the best way to secure that is take away his farm. Looks like Queen of Pain gonna be TPing bottom, perhaps going here from grass onto ice. Wow! There's gonna be an ultimate committed. Sonic Wave used, takes down the Tusk. Definitely a nice, easy pickoff for Raging Potato, putting Mineski in the lead. Are gonna be taking a tower as well in his top lane. So it's going fantastic for Mineski. Jules looking for the stun. Does he see 343? Now he does. A little caution out from the Vengeful Spirit, not trying to push the advantage too much. Switching to the net worth tab here, as there's been a couple waves here. We see who's farming and who's not. Queen of Pain, number 1 in the net worth chart, and we see why. She already has that Robe of the Magi, completed treads, bottle, and a wand with 6 charges. The lady, she's kept herself busy having a kill to her name. Gonna be Vengeful Spirit running away here. Zeus is angry, commits the ultimate, does pick off the Vengeful Spirit, so that's gonna put Zeus back on the board having 2 kills. Zeus is doing great, but I don't know how much longer he can carry his team. It might eventually fall on the shoulders of the Anti-Mage, who's still having a really tough time. Is going to go ahead and pick himself up that Ring of Health, going towards the Perseverance for the Battle Fury. Watch as I miss kills all over the map here. Looks like Yamate getting a killing spree, having all of Daring's kills to himself. Vengeful Spirit and Bane gonna smoke up. I do not believe that was scouted out by the Dire. Looks like there's gonna be a rotation in towards mid. They want the Shadow Shaman. There's gonna send little tree ants there towards the mid tower. They could go in here. Bane, he's got some grips ready to go. Nightmare committed. Now they're gonna send some tree ants in. Venge Stun ready to go, as well as the Wave of Terror committed. And Ling is one unfortunate little Shadow Shaman. Venge gets turned into a chicken, but she is just fine.
Dire's middle tower
Tusk still trying to farm up this bottom lane. He's doing alright for himself, 5th on the net worth chart. Not anything spectacular. He does need to start getting in these fights if he wants to be useful. Tusk obviously picked up as a super strong fight initiator, having the snowball, ice shards, walrus punch, just get in there and do damage. Down here in the bottom we have Jules trying to see if they can go in and do something cheeky, probably waiting on a rotation in from the Radiant. I'm not sure where that's going to come about here in the top lane, though. Ping's coming out as they see Drow going in, trying to steal up Anti-Mage's farm. This guy is having such a rough time. 6th on the net worth chart. Really no kill potential on him right now. Could be taking a frost arrow to the head to boot. Yeah, so all around just kind of calm farming, calm holding the lanes. Not a whole lot of kills here. We're almost 8 minutes in the game with only 5 kills on both sides. So it's calm. Both teams know there's a lot at stake here as they both want to get into the Shanghai qualifiers. Sorry, the Shanghai Major. They have made it to the qualifiers. Very strong teams on both sides. Blink in by the Queen of Pain, trying to go in on Shadow Shaman, but not quite getting the job done. She does have her ult if she wanted to commit it. Maybe could have secured the kill there, but gonna be playing it safe, saving that ult for a time when she definitely needs it. Trying to rotate up top here. If they can secure a kill on this anti-mage, that would certainly stall his farm even more than it already has been. So Cassader gonna scatter out. She's going in onto the Earth Spirit. 3-4-3 trying to roll away. Might not make it out in time. Is she gonna commit the ult? No, just one more right click will do it. That Shadow Strike being so strong even at level 1. Queen of Pain securing herself another kill, sitting at 2-0-0. Feeling fine now. Anti-mage in such a fearful position. Forced to TP bottom just to try to get himself a scrap or two of farm. Is not doing what an anti-mage needs to do to make himself a late game terror. Here we have a double damage rune, gonna be going the way of a Shadow Shaman. Not what you usually want to see, but definitely trying to deny that rune to the Queen of Pain, who could certainly go in for a kill with that. And we're just gonna kind of go back to farming, as it is gonna be Venge left alone to defend this bottom lane. Looks like Drow Ranger coming in, see some nice farm here, maybe coming in on a kill for the anti-mage. Earth Spirit's there, and he is angry, wanting to go in for some revenge. Dire Heroes rotating in. Gonna be a smoke up on 2. Going into this jungle, they're probably gonna find the Drow Ranger. Goes in for the small camp, and now there's an initiation in. Snowball going down. Walrus Punch committed. Vengeful Spirit going down. And Drow backing herself up under these trees, making sure she's alright. Now this double damage Shadow Shaman gonna be dishing out a whopping couple of right clicks onto this tower. And Drow just scooting herself back. Looks like there's going to be a Fortify committed from the Radiant. But Mineski willing to sacrifice this tower if it means keeping their carry alive. Queen of Pain continues farming in the mid. She's sitting very comfortably on top of the net worth chart. Looks like she is going to go for that Orchid first, picking herself up the first Oblivion Staff of 2. Anti-Mage at 10 minutes in the game, finally securing his dreads. Oh man, I hope he has a nice late game, because this early game is certainly not favorable. Looks like there's going to be a tower exchange here. Mid lane going to the Radiant. Bottom lane trying to go for the Dire, but it looks like they might not even be able to finish that. There's going to be a 3-man rotation in from Tearing. They don't want to give up this mid tower without a fight. Bot lane, though, we're going to see Bane going in, trying to connect onto the anti-mage. Drow TPing in. It's going to be in time. Looks like Scream of Pain going in, and Queen of Pain trying to get him low. And now it looks like Ling going to be the sacrificial lamb once again. Anti-mage just going to go in and TP out. Nature's Prophet kind of doing what he does, sitting comfortably at 4th in the net worth chart. Looks like he's going to be going into the drums, having both the Robe of the Magi and the Bracer. Just trying to get himself some nice stats there. And now Radiant, they're here to contest this tower. Alright, pardon me, I was checking my Skype. It's going crazy now. Oh man, Ben taking some damage here from Cuckoo. Is he going to go in? He does cast that Nature's Call, but no Sprout to boot. He's not going to be able to see the Anti-Mage, who could just blink away like a slippery little bugger he is. Zeus going in for some farm. He's 2nd on the net worth chart, having the Arcanes, having the bottle ready to go. He does have the Staff of Wizardry, so he's doing alright for himself. But again, Zeus is squishy and not known for his late game carry potential, whereas Anti-Mage gotta get himself relevant in the next 10-20 minutes, or this is gonna be very, very grim for Tearing. They're here in this bottom lane, trying to go in, see what they can do. It's like Queen of Pain's ready to go. She has a minute cooldown on her ult, so she can't go in and initiate just yet. She is doing fantastic in terms of farm. Again, Radiant just kind of taking over this game. If we take a look at the net XP chart, it is definitely in favor of Mineski. Under 2k, which is definitely still able to be turned around, but Getting tougher and
Dire's
tougher here.
middle
Oh,
tower
looks like
has
Nature's
fallen.
Prophet securing a kill on the tower there. And now 4-3 might be in some trouble, but now he's going to head back the other way,
Dire's
not
middle
wanting to
tower
tangle
is
with the
under
likes
attack.
of Nature's Prophet. Mid lane, is this already a tier 2 push at 12 minutes in the game? Looks like Mineski feeling very comfortable with themselves. Ice going in, casting the ice shards, and is there going to be follow-up? Snowball into the Nature's Prophet, punch up, swap out. They're going to be turning this in favor of the Radiant, but now Zeus is here and he's angry. Ice ticking kind of low from that Shadow Strike, but altogether, no. Bane going to be going down in this top lane. Anti-Mage finally getting himself a kill. Crucial for him to come back online this match. Gonna give him some nice gold to spend. Mid lane though, Quap still playing very aggressively, might be playing with fires. I mean, the kill score in favor of tearing. Map advantage is a different story, but you never want to tangle with someone with a lot of kills. Up top, we are going to have Cuckoo go in, does use that Nature's Call, pick himself up some Treants. He's going to try to go in on Anti-Mage. Nah, blink away before the Sprout can connect. Oh, but here we go. Queen of Pain, so aggressive, getting chickened up, trying to get into the wards. Be there though now. There's going to be a shackle up. She puts away at the last second. Can she make it out? Beautiful Sonic Wave securing a kill. Finally taking down Shadow Shaman. He has just been all the wrong places. 1-3-3, and now it looks like Cuckoo will make it out of the wards just fine. Probably going to go for that sit in the trees and wait until TP's on cooldown. Vengeful Spirit here, gonna be picking up that Belt of Strength, so maybe some treads for this little lady, giving herself some nice stats, but all her options are open. This could turn into more of a roaming, perhaps soft carry Venge, depending on how she itemizes. Queen of Pain gonna be finishing up that Orchid. That's gonna be super helpful for her going into these initiations against an Anti-Mage, against a Zeus, hell, even against a Tusk. Gonna be some nice silence going on. Oh, here we have a Bean's Grip committed. Oh no, Ben going down, killing spree for the Nature's Prophet, an Anti-Mage. Can't die, kid. That was his first death of the game, but it's gonna set him back even farther in terms of his farming potential. Gonna see some nice wards up from the Radiant, keeping the vision as it is the key to this game. If they had a sentry, they could take down this little bugger, but now Ice going in. He could probably go aggressive on the Vengeful Spirit. He has his ult up. Is he gonna try to initiate here? Very little backup from the Dire, but hold that as there's a
Dire's
TP
middle
in from the
tower
Earth
is under
Spirit.
attack.
And punch up, and wow, she's blown up there. A lot of spells committed. They do secure a support Venge kill, but that's a couple of resources wasted there. While the Radiant, they're comfortably sitting here pushing the top tower. Yamate gonna go in, getting himself some nice farm from these creeps, but I mean, are Radiant gonna be that aggressive that they're trying to go in on this guy?
Radiant structures are
Ben
fortified.
still not having his Battle Fury completed
Radiant's
at
bottom
15 minutes in the
tower is
game.
under
He needs
attack.
that first big item, and it looks like Radiant kind of clump up and feel really secure with themselves. Taking a look at the net worth
Dire's middle
breakdown, it
tower
looks like
is
the
under
top
attack.
3 net worth heroes are on the Radiant. Pretty scary when you're on the Dire. Down bottom, Vengeful Spirits hunting. Looks like Shadow Shaman might be the victim, but Ice, he wants to initiate on this. Does he know that
Dire's
Nature's
middle
Prophet's
tower
right
is
around the
under
corner,
attack.
and he is able to kill. Drance going in, looks like Ice just wanting to secure himself some farm. And now Radiant heroes, they've shown themselves. Queen of Pain here in this bottom lane. Oh, initiation up top. There's going to be a TP in from the Nature's Prophet. Now it looks like Ben trying to get away. Ranger trying to do what she can with those frost arrows. This could be it. And looks like Yamate going down once again. Unfortunate for that. That is a killing spree going the way of the Bane. Down bottom, it looks like Shadow Shaman finally secures a kill. Onto Queen of Pain. Does have to drop the wards for that. Everyone on the Radiant should get away from that engage aside from the poor Quap. This is going to be a TP in. Nature's Prophet going in. Will he find the Anti-Mage?
Radiant's
No, just
bottom
slightly
tower
off the
is under
mark.
attack.
Blink and TP away, keeping himself alive. Very, very important for tearing. Drow gonna be TPing down to this bottom lane. Hopefully just picking herself up some more farm. She is gonna go for the Sange, and does have that Band of Elfskin, so probably a Sange and Yasha for this little girl. I don't know, does she need something else, like smooth like a Shadow Blade or any mobility there? I don't know, I think Sange and Yasha, it's great. It depends if she can keep herself relevant towards the late game, as Anti-Mage is starting to catch up just a little bit, sitting 5th on the net worth chart. It's not ideal, but it's something. Is this going to be a Roche up for the Radiant here? It looks like it could be. They are smoked up going into the pit. Nature's Prophet TP, Sprout committed. That's going to be a nice early Roche. Definitely forcing favor for Mineski if they weren't totally dominating already. Down to the net XP and net worth charts, it is still very much in favor of Mineski. About 4,000 on each. That's a nice, easy Roche. And just slides down. And now it looks like Queen of Pain with an Aegis. She continued to play even more aggressively. He's in some trouble here. He has a Hastrian bottled up, but he has to watch himself as Queen of Pain. Her kill potential is kind of getting off the charts here. She has her ultimate, which is going to spray out a good amount of damage for relatively squishy Tusk.
The wages of fear.
Bane looks like he might be going in for that Glimmer Cape, which is super, super strong. And there's going to be a Zeus ultimate committed. They want this. They really, really want the Nature's Prophet. Is he going to get himself away? Looks like Shackles from the Shaman. He's going to secure another kill as Earth Spirit. He's doing pretty alright here. Queen of Pain looks like she is going to build an Ogre Club, so I mean, this could mean a lot of things. It could mean the BKB. It could mean a weird build of an Aghanim. I mean, hell, if she wants to build a Halberd, that's up to her. Now they're gonna get pinged out. Tusk wants to go in. Nightmare committed from the Bane, holding this guy in place. Radiant, they want a clean disengage. They don't want to lose any more heroes here, but they are gonna have to sacrifice their tier 1 tower. Radiant, they do not have a fortify. They're just gonna have to let this one drop. And it doesn't go the way of Anti-Mage. Wards get the last hit on that. In bottom, though, Queen of Pain looking to trade. This is a very low tower. Is she going to take some damage off of this? Looks like she's going to silence up the Zeus. There's going to be 2 TPs here from the Dire. She's got to blink away as fast as possible. Blink from the Shadow Shaman. That looks new. And now, nope, it's going to be Queen of Pain getting away scot-free. Her blink comes on cooldown, and 343 not quite fast enough to get her in his range. Courier coming on to Drow. Looks like it's going to be bringing her some goodies. Let's see what that's got. Does have the Yasha, so Drow committed to that Sanjin Yasha, getting herself some nice stats. I think it's definitely an alright build, and she has some serious options of what she wants to go next. It's going to be a TP in from the Nature's Prophet. Going up into lane, he has the Blade Mail completed, so he's definitely going that ultra aggressive, you fight me, I fight you back kind of build. Using that Nature's Call.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Now it looks like there's going to be a tier 2 push. Dire do have to defend this. They go in for the tier 1 bottom, which they do secure, but it is not worth losing a tier 2 top. This opens up the entire Dire jungle for the Radiant. Now Ranger getting the kill on that. Are they going to keep going? Now there's going to be some 2 TP rotations in by the Dire. I think it'd be best for Radiant to back off here, but they might just commit to this now. Mineski gonna do the smart thing, back off, TP home, and try to defend this bottom push now. Ben finally having that Battle Fury. That took a while. That was about an 18-19 minute Battle Fury, but at least it's there. He just gonna get reclaimed in 2 minutes. Drow has pretty much avoided all fights since she claimed that, Queen of Pain. And I don't know if she'll get a chance to use it, but either way, we'll give her some nice regen. Looks like another tier 2 could be going the way of Mineski. They are all over the map here. And there's going to be a Nature's Prophet. All tower going down. Queen of Pain gets it. This is huge just in terms of XP and net worth. Look at that upswing there. And it's just going to continue farther and farther. Anti-Mage in the Radiant jungle. Going to be TPing home. Very good on him. His game sense must have been tingling there. Here in the top, Queen of Pain just finishing up. She is going to be going for the BKB as she has the Mithril Hammer in her stash. Pretty smart. There's going to be a smoke up from the Dire going in, trying to find someone in the Radiant jungle. And it looks like they are going to scout out the Bane, who does get stunned up, trapped in the wards, and his TP is far from going through. Zeus picking himself up a kill on that. It's small, but it's something. Here in the mid lane, Queen of Pain trying to initiate onto the Tusk. Is he going to get away in time? One more last hit. Oh, it looks like it will go through as the tick from the dagger is too much for him to stand. She's now rotating in. She's angry. Is she going to find Ben? He's under vision of this Observer ward here. He does have a blink, but she has a silence. Who's going to go first? Oh, blink just off the mark, but now Nature's Prophet coming in. It looks like the silence is going to go through from the Orchid. Ben, you better watch yourself. A couple more hits. He's Queen of Pain now 4-1-2. Her kill participation is fantastic. And Anti-Mage This poor little guy, 5th on the net worth chart, not able to get up there and get relevant at 20 minutes in the game. Only got a little more time before it seems lost for Tearing. Shadow Shaman gonna be just putting down some sentry wards, and Radiant going in. Looks like there's a double damage picked up on Drow. She is hitting hard. Holy mackerel, that is rapier tier damage. And Ancient's going the way for her, and that's gonna be some nice farm in her pocket. They're just trying to deal with this onslaught of creeps. As high ground not gonna be pushed yet from either side. They're both kind of scared, but I think this is Mineski's game to lose. Yeah, 5,000 XP. Gold is going towards 7,500, which it's not unwinnable at that point, but it's gonna be hard for Tearing to come down, especially Anti-Mage having such poor farm. He does have the Alacrity Blade picked up, probably going for that Manta, but
Dire's bottom
that
tower
timing is gonna be
attack.
pretty rough. Zeus does have the ult, is gonna be ready to go, but Radiant gonna back out just in time, sending the little Nature's Prophet Treant to do their dish on the tower. And now it looks like more Ancients go in the way of Drow, stealing this Dire stack. Kind of say, you know what, screw you, you can't take it yet, Anti-Mage, and I'll help you out with that. Here in the top, Anti-Mage just trying to jungle, getting himself back up on the net worth chart, but again, yeah, first 3 heroes on the net worth are Radiant, and that's definitely something special. Smoke up here in this mid lane, Nature's Prophet going deep. Revealing the smoke, doesn't even care about it. Vengeful Spirit trying to scout the jungle, put up some wards, find something for herself. Looks like she might run into the Tusk here. Oh, there we go. Smoke popped. She might be a dead lady. And yeah, she's gonna take a snowball to the face. Earth Spirit, Rolling Boulder, and just Prophet, meanwhile, picks off the Anti-Mage once again. That is getting rough. Oh, man. Nature's Prophet definitely making himself relevant. This game does have the Midas. He's had that at pretty good timing. Blade Mail as well, 2nd on the net worth chart, and he's got 4,700 gold to spend. What is this guy gonna go? Is he gonna go straight Scythe? Now we're gonna see Queen of Pain go in here. She doesn't have any vision, so this is gonna be a clean escape. Watch me as I miss more kills, and it's gonna be Shadow Shaman dropping the wards, killing off the Drow. Pretty unfortunate for Drow Ranger, but I mean, she's still doing alright for herself. Bane picking himself up the pipe, so it wasn't that Glimmer Cape I was expecting. Oh, here we go. Queen of Pain showing off that brand new shiny BKB, but not enough to save her life there. As Tusk goes in for the Walrus Punch, he has a Shadow Blade. My goodness.
Perfect location.
And there's just gonna be some rotation in from the Dire. Are they gonna find Bane here? This guy, he's got no escape mechanism. Gonna be taking an Ether Shock, and now there's gonna be a Yule's up by the Zeus. And they're just gonna let him off with a warning, I guess. Although, no, Tusk coming in. There's no way this guy is giving up that easy. You have the Ice Shards ready to go. He does. He has a Snowball as well. He's pretty deep in Radiant territory, but Ice Shards blocking out the Bane. Is this gonna be enough now? Bane turning it right on him. Is he gonna go for the Fiend's Grip? 5 seconds on that. He's waiting here. There's gonna be rotations in from the Radiant. And now it looks like, Fiend's Grip ready to go. He does catch him out. Max range. Drow going in with the Frost Arrows. Wave of Terror coming in just to secure the kill. Drow getting herself back up. She's 1, 2, and 1, so not uber high kill participation, but items are definitely working out for her. Going to BKB as well, so at least 2 BKBs coming out on the side of Mineski, if not more. Here in the mid, it looks like Earth Spirit, he's got that Ether Lens, so he's rolling all over the map now, having such long range for that. We saw him get all the way to the Ancient lane. My goodness, but I mean, in terms of net worth, he's still 2nd from the bottom, so not a whole lot going for him. Queen of Pain, she's going in. She has got her BKB and another 2k gold in the bank, so things are going pretty well for her at the top of the net worth chart. Net XP and net gold actually starting to swing the way towards Tearing, but still in Mineski's favor for now. Roche is up, and this will be a game changer if Dire decide to go for it. Do they have a smoke up on anyone? It looks like no, but there's a Gem of True Sight on the Shadow Shaman. Is that just for ward problems? Probably, but it's like kind of an expensive pick right there, and there's going to be just a bold rotation into the Radiant jungle. There's no vision of this on the Radiant side just yet. Queen of Pain, however, focusing on this top lane. She's invisible, unscouted out, and now Nature's Prophet just kind of coming in. Be a tier 2 push now, as there's going to be a Zeus ultimate just to kind of scout out the Radiant heroes. They know where Drow is now, and What are they going to do about it? Are they going to go towards Roche? I think that's the play. It's going to get pinged out by the Earth Spirit. They're just going to stroll right into the pit, no smoke or anything, and Radiant, hopefully they sniff this out in time. Zeus does pick up that soul booster, so maybe he's going for that Octarine, maybe the Bloodstone. He's got a bunch of choices here, but they've got limited time to work this up here. Anti-Mage does now have the Yasha completed, a little bit closer towards that the Mantis style, but he's still far off from having it. At 27 minutes in the game, this is a starved Anti-Mage. Now all of the Dire heroes on this mid lane, trying to keep the creeps back. Looks like Yamate going up top to make sure the Radiant Wave doesn't push all the way to their tier 3. So severe map disadvantage for Terring, and that's going to make it harder and harder for Anti-Mage to farm, but he's managing, he's trying his very best. Knowing that if he doesn't farm, it's going to be hopeless after, 35-40 minutes. There's going to be a sentry plop down for the Vengeful Spirit, going into the pit, seeing that there's no one there on the side of the Dire. Dire have vision of this, though, I believe. No, this ward's not going to scout it out, but this one might. Are they not going for this D ward? Do they not have high ground vision of that yet? I'm not quite sure, but either way, into the pit they go, although the Dire, they're scouting this out. It'd be detrimental. Let's see how the initiation starts. Looks like Earth Spirit's ready to roll in. Radiant playing this one a little cautious, but Queen of Pain going in with the BKB, showing no mercy. The Sonic Wave to take down the Earth Spirit, and now into the Roche pit they go. Can Terring take care of this with only 3 heroes up? Looks like they have to try, or it's going to get grim. Finally, ult committed from the Zeus, wards in the pit, and now it's going to be Bane trying to get out. He pops the pipe, just snowball in, trying to get rid of him. Bane, Jesse Vash, trying to do what he can, uses the Brain Sap to get a little more HP, but he's going to go down anyway on the back lines. It looks like Nature's Prophet brings down the Shadow Shaman. Roche still up, bashes Vengeful Spirit. And Tusk stuck between a rock and a hard place. Looks like he could take a stun here, and that will be the case now as Drow's in, and she's angry. She's getting a kill there, and now Radiant Roche looks secured. Aegis going to be going the way of Queen of Pain once again. She's going to blink up. Are they going to catch out Shadow Shaman? Nah, he's got his own blink dagger to go. Looks like Queen of Pain probably going to go for that Scotty. She does have the ultimate orb, so it could be a Linken's. Could be a Manta, could even be a Scythe of Vice. But I'm thinking Scotty's the build there. Ranger, she's got herself a Morbid Mask, so a bunch of options open up for her. If she wants a Team Vlad's, if she wants a Helm of the Dominator, she definitely makes some fun stuff happen with a Satanic. But either way, Lifesteal definitely going to help her out. Taking these Dire Ancients like she don't even care. Where's the gem at, Drow? Where are you pinging? Looks like the gem is on the floor right near the Invis rune. A little bit of irony there, and they're just gonna leave it. Alright, Drow picks it up, and that was Shaman's gem, so that's on the floor, and that's another 900 gold swing in favor of the Radiant. Mineski look like they could be running away with this one. There's the steep upswing on the net worth graph, and on the side of the XP, it is definitely mirrored. Pain, she's looking. She might be in over her head here. Gonna be backing off out of the Dire jungle. Just go pick herself up some farm on the way. And now, Vengeful Spirit having that nice gem and the Ether Lens, going for those long range swaps. Look at the radius on that. My goodness, also with the stun, that's pretty decent. There's gonna be a rotation in from the Nature's Prophet, wanting to stop this Dire push. I don't know if we'll get around to it though. Only him. He is gonna use that Nature's Call to pick himself up some buddies. Here in the top lane, we have the Bane ready to go. There's gonna be enough initiation power, and it looks like, damn, Raging Potato getting punished. Aegis is gonna be immediately popped, and this could be a double kill now, but no. Looks like Jesse Vash ready to go in on the back lines, but he's gonna get ward trapped up. That's gonna be a super dead Bane on the back lines of that, though. It looks like doesn't even care, gonna pick himself up another killing spree, and now might be in some trouble, although Ice here have that Walrus Punch ready to go, and gonna use it to knock up Cuckoo, but no, it looks like Pain and the Nature's Prop have more than enough damage. Showing himself off that new Black King bar and the Scythe of Ice. My goodness, this guy is farmed. I didn't even notice, but he's sitting #1 on the net worth chart right now. Might is certainly paying off. He's just gonna TP back to base, fill up on health and mana, and go right back.
Dire's middle tower is under
Finally,
attack.
a high ground push from Mineski. I don't know if Terring have the resources to stop it. Zeus doing what he can with that brand new Bloodstone, but I mean, Drow and Queen of Pain are both hitting so hard here. Drow also going for that ultimate orb, so
Dire's middle
I'm
tower
gonna guess that's
has
for a
fallen.
Manta, but I mean, anything for her right now is just a good item to have. Now it looks like Ven's gonna get stunned up. She could get punished, but no, Drow's silence come out. Swap committed as well. Yamate is dead. Vengeful Spirit getting very, very low. Might end up going down here. She does. She drops the gem, but it looks like it's securely in Radiant's hands. They just pot on the cute little Animancer courier. Now Drow gonna finish herself off the first set of racks, pick off some buildings for the bonus gold, and man, she is doing really, really well. Had a bit of a rough start with 2 deaths, but now with 3 kills and a hell of a lot of farm, she's getting herself back into this. Radiant just gonna rotate for top racks. I think that might be a little too YOLO as Anti-Mage is up and he's angry. He does now have his I keep saying that. He does have his Manta completed. So there's that going for him. But, again, is it enough to stop high ground push when the entire map seems to be in Mineski's hands? I'm not quite sure. I'm just gonna have doing his thing. Golly gosh, he is farmed, having 3,500 gold in the bank on top of his crazy amounts of items. Nature's Prophet definitely ready to go in and rat as soon as Tearing let down the defenses, so they've got to be very careful, because one pop in from this guy, he can certainly take a tower and a set of racks on his own. Bane doing what he can. He does pick up the initial gem from the Shadow Shaman. He has wards, he's got stick, he has that pipe, but he's sitting third to bottom on the net worth charts and not a whole lot of farm on this bucko. 2, 4, and 7 is his KDA, so helping a lot with the kill score, but he has died a fair amount. Drow completing the Scotty, that's gonna help her out a bunch. Frost arrows are getting even frostier. Now it looks like little tree ants pushing in this lane. All of Dire committed to helping this push stop, and now Radiant, they're here in the top lane. They want another set of racks. I think that could definitely secure them the game in terms of XP and net worth. It's getting towards the unwinnable territory with 20,000 gold advantage going the way of Mineski. And that's only 34 minutes in the game. This feels deceptively late. Here we're going to go in, see a BKB charge pop from Drow, getting a little bit scared of this initiation. Damn, there's going to be a Fiend's Grip up, silence onto the Earth Spirit, and now, like, Cuckoo's in some trouble, gonna get swapped out by the Venge, keeping him alive, and now ward cleanup gonna be going on. This could be it, this could be GG for Mineski Gaming, securing themselves a first game of this best of 2. And now it looks like the uphill miss chances from Drow are not ideal. They're going to be going in for this tier 3. It looks like Pipe going to be popped. Snowball coming in onto the Bane. Looks like he could be going down here, getting very, very low. But now, Raging Potato, he's in, showing no mercy. A triple kill. GG being called here at 34 minutes. Mineski picking up game 1 in this best of 2 series. Don't go anywhere, though. I will be back casting game number 2 in just a couple of minutes. If you enjoyed, again, if you have any feedback, me up on Twitter at ANNEEGROID, and I hope you enjoyed.